We don't care. We still love you.
We are, baby. We are living in Junkyard America.
You are now entering Season Hate.
That's the bottom line.
One day I'll remember. Remember everything that happened. The good, the bad. Those who survived.
Oh, go back to Blog Talk.
And those that did not.
So welcome to Junkyard America, baby.
News guy Mech has been confirmed a 1488 skinhead, and Goofy Bone was confirmed to be a Hawaiian. Hawaiian? I don't think so.
Now, I love the Goofy Bone podcast.
What did you say, nigga?
If you want to use my voice, you must ask and you must call in and ask. I might let you.
Goofy has never been anything. He wants people on Spreaker to believe that he was the #1 show on Blog Talk Radio.
How I feel about the show is it sucks. It's just not my show. I liked it for a little while now. I did like it.
Will you have peace or war? Is he smoking something?
I will have war.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan if you do that. You understand?
Don't troll a troll.
Spreaker drama soap opera.
Stop talking!
You goofy motherfucker.
I never saw anything like this in my life.
Like a motherfucker.
Will you follow me? One last time.
Season 8. December 1st. Only on
Spreaker.
Thank you, guys. This is Radioland number 5. So what that means is that your host, me, Apocalypse, I am the greatest on Spreaker. As you may know, there's a lot of warring going on out there. It's a lot of wah, not water. Water, like the British people like to say, like, oh, it's water here. Oh, I gotta drink my water. Just say water. Do you have to make everything about yourself, you British people? Don't get me wrong. Love my British people. I've been enjoying a lot of British shows. And I must say that the Brits usually put on a pretty good show. Or maybe it's just a different environment, so I can flourish as being the only American there. And I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe not only am I the best, but I'm the best globally, not just American-wise, if you know what I mean. But thank you for joining the show today. It is jam-packed with awesomeness. I have came 100% prepared. I promise you, I'm not short-handed with you. I'm not lying. There's no bullshit going on. Lots to talk about. So, first thing we're going to talk about is something very important. And still, it's pissing me off. Okay, guys. We all know who Paul Dembski is. Still, he's not doing the Anything Goes show. Pisses me off, Paul. So much talent in that Jew mind of yours. I mean, come on. You have a pig and you're Jewish. I mean, what could not be funny about a show like that? I mean, come on, people. We all love the Jews and we all love pigs. And we love Jews playing with pigs. But, okay, guys, so Paul's not doing a show. We understand that. But I hope he changes his mind with I'm going to keep pushing him every show until he does a show. I think that's only fair. But since Paul Dembski is not doing a show, Mr. The Intern has been doing his OTR show on here. So what he does is he plays a lot of the old shows, mostly from the 50s and 60s, and I think a little bit of the 70s too. He just plays a few of them, and it's good to listen to radio back then when they didn't have all the whistles of today. You know, all the... See, they don't have that back then, okay? We have that today because we're more creative today. That's why we're the survivors. Back then, not so much survivors. I also have some RIP news. I want us all to put our legs, arms, and necks down. Someone has died, and it's very important that we address this at the beginning of the show as opposed to the end. If you guys know Mr. Andy Bong, he was, I guess, essentially news guy's co-host, for a better word. I mean, sure, yeah, he called in basically every show. Might as well be a co-host. So, Andy Bong. Okay, he was a great guy. Still is a great guy. But I'm talking about his computer. Seems that someone may or may not have given him some technical advice about his computer. This was not me, because I don't really ever talk to the guy, but someone else. And guess what? Somehow, Mr. Andy Bong destroyed his own computer through his own methods, through his own hands, through his own means. So, I don't think we're going to see much of Andy Bong, and we haven't seen much of Andy Bong since Mr. News Guy has left. I don't know why. Usually Andy Bong goes from show to show to show, but even before his computer fried, he wasn't really anywhere to be seen. But hey, guess what? You're going to be in Wisconsin without a computer in the wintertime. Fuck that. No thanks, motherfuckers. That's why I live in Phoenix. Yeah. Guess what? We have hellish summers. I'll admit that. It gets 115 degrees Fahrenheit here. For all you globalists out there who live elsewhere in non-real countries, you can do the conversion rate on your own on Google. Do 115 Fahrenheit to Celsius converter. See, Fahrenheit sounds cooler. Sounds very German and pissed off. So I'm glad we don't ever switch to the Celsius thing. Because Celsius just sounds Celsius. Oh, you like Celsius? No, faggot, I like Fahrenheit. Oh! So, then there's that. And I also want to announce something to you guys. Last night, basically, Dyslex, we all know he does a show every Saturday night. Unfortunately, he broke a record last night. And this is, I don't know, not something to be too proud of, but then again, to him, maybe this is. He did his first butt chug. You guys are probably wondering, what is a butt chug? What are you talking about? Well, you're going to have to listen to a show. I think it's the WOH one. Yeah, look up the WOH one. Like the last 10 minutes, listen to that show. It's very important. And he'll go through the process of taking you, the listener, with him as he has to close I think he's in a garage or something, but yeah, he's closed all these doors. He had to undress. He had to get naked. And this douchebag stuck a beer bottle into his butthole. And he explained the whole process. So nasty. And I think once you shove a beer bottle up your ass, I think that makes you queer. I don't think straight people do that. I just don't think. Then, yeah, and then he explained the process, and the beer went in his butt. And, yeah, good way to get really trash really quick. Because if you don't know, your butthole, anus area, I think it's like 95% absorption rates. Whereas, like, if you... I don't know. I know it's somewhere along those lines. And if you do that with alcohol, you get that much more drunk. I think maybe 5 times more. I think that's the right number. So if you do a beer up there, it's like 5 or 6 times. I don't know. Like, if you do a full beer in your butt, you're going to get drunk real quick. Because that's basically slamming one beer. And then, unfortunately, last night, Dyslex was being rather rude to a certain individual I know. My future wife, Fab Days. If you guys haven't seen her, she floats around. She's a Canadian butterfly. And he was very rude to her. And I, personally, was very upset he was rude to her. Because us alpha males, we must guard our possessions, our conquest trophies, as you might want to call it. And so when he was so rude to her, I was like, do not call this drunk asshole, because he is clearly out of his mind. He clearly is insane. So, because he went overboard and he was saying stuff like, everyone else could call in. People have called in from Japan. People have called in from England. People have called in from Aussie. Oh, let's call in and talk to Dyslex. Oh, just another Yankee Blue Jane. No. So, eventually, he or she figured it out and called. Well, she did call in a few times. The problem was he wasn't picking up, or it was going straight to voicemail. So, I don't know. But they got through, and they talked for basically about an hour. And again, dyslexic piece of shit liar. A, he needs to ease off my Kool-Aid, first off. B, you don't talk about how you're going to do a whole bunch of short calls, and then you do an hour-long call at the end. Or maybe towards the end of the show, I guess it doesn't matter, maybe, I don't know. Because he was probably really drunk. He might have blacked out, because when you do a butt chug of a beer, yeah, he was already toasted before he did that. So imagine doing a butt chug when all this takes place. That's a little bit too much for me, if you ask. So, and basically it worked what he did. Like, he was being so mean, it worked. She called in. And here's the thing, gentlemen out there. This is how the alpha male works. I should know I'm very alpha male, alpha predator. I destroy all beta males like Stabby. I destroy my competition like those pesky omegas. And it's just very simple. A, avoid all signs of jealousy. Never, ever, even if you're jealous in your heart. I've tried jealousy and it didn't work. It made me walk off a plank. It doesn't work. Never show it, even if you feel it. Instead, overcome it. And move forward with a gun. And you shoot your competition in the face. This is America. We have the Third Amendment here. That's the gun amendment, is the Third Amendment. And so, it's very important that we use it to defeat everybody who comes in our way. It's not just about fighting the tyrannical government, but yes, you should fight the tyrannical government because they're pieces of shit. But you also have to clean house in your family, clean house in the neighborhood, clean house city hall. You gotta keep everything fresh and at 'em, if you know what I mean. So avoid the jealousy and make sure that the chemistry works. A man has to have a touch when he pursues a woman. He must make sure he shoots her in the face with a blue fireball of love. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a love doctor, but I'm going to say I'm a man of love, of passion, of fiery burning heart. And then, avoid being a bitch, but make them your bitch. Now, this underscores the betas. This is why the betas are 95% of the time placed upon the friend zone. It's because they do not respect wimpy faggots. They respect strength, because that strength is what will protect them. That strength is what will provide for them. Now, beta males probably are better providers financially because they don't get the chicks, so they work the extra hours because they don't have, the woman to come home to go, yeah, baby, I've had a long day at work. Where's my Tostito, bitch? And so when that doesn't happen, they spend more time. So they're more at work, and it's a sad thing. It's a sad chemistry. It's a sad way of life. Another thing that's terrible, you don't have to be single in this day and age. There's so many applications. And the big one is, Plenty of Fish, Match.com. And I heard Old Hot or Not, that I used to use that not as a dating utensil, but what you would do with hotornot.com, and I assume that's still around, is that you throw a picture up, you get rated, and you see, how valuable you were compared to some of your friends. You place bets on each other who'd win and all that. That was always a good time. So I think that's coming back, and there's so many different apps. There's no reason to be single if you do not want to be single. There's also Spreaker. Spreaker is a dating social medium. Everyone comes here and they bang, and that's just what we do here. We all have a good time. The only problem with Spreaker is that there's a lack of women in certain shows. I won't make any names or mention any names, I should say, but that's just the way it's going to be, because, the women's are very territorial in nature. When they see